Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Defense of the Patients. I'm your host Cyphus, and I am joined here today by two very special guests. The first, you know him, you love him, he's the British Dotp from JoinDota at Malystryx, GDS. How you doing, Mally?
I'm fine.
Was that a good enough intro?
It was.
And newcomer to Dotp, please welcome an esports writer. He's currently the team manager for Nanaue. You should know him if you don't know him, because all the important people know him. He's Malice at Malice TV.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, it's Nanaue actually. I think it's that wrong the first try. You're good. You're good. If you got to the first try, I know you're 20, but no, you're good.
You know what? I've been corrected before on Nanaue.
Yeah, who else corrected you?
My typical co-host Roland was apparently really big in StarCraft, and you had tweeted at the show at one point a while back, and I wrote you back, and I came in, I was like, hey, we got to have this Malice guy on the show sometime. He's managing this new organization. They're gonna have a Dota team, a Hearthstone team. I'm like, it's at Nanaue. And he's like, it's at Nanaue. Apparently, he was really big into StarCraft with Nanaue. So
yeah.
But that's
Nanaue started off. Yeah, it's owned by one of the StarCraft grandmasters, old grandmasters from like what is it, Heart of the Swarm? Before that, old StarCraft 1 days. One of the guys was a grandmaster. He started the Nanaue organization. I don't even think I'm known really for Nanaue. I think I'm more known for the Dota DailyDot True Sight show.
Okay, and what do you? Is it that I have no idea what that is, and I apologize. I should know.
Oh my god, you've never watched it?
I'll introduce it. So there's Malice and another guy, and they do sort of a video podcast. It's pretty interesting. And Malice is the entertainment factor on the show, and he's really sort of like a merc, really, because Malice doesn't work for the Daily Dot. He works for an escape room, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
He works in an escape room in the daytime. And then he's the fun guy on the show.
Okay.
Which is really good, and it's on a Wednesday night, normally after when I'm asleep. And there's also toffees and little segments. And I think last week they had Loda and Pyrian Flax and had like 300 or 400 viewers. So it's pretty good.
Oh, I'd love to check that out.
Definitely, I'll link you after the show. Yeah, that's I think that's what I'm mostly notable for is it's the DailyDot True Sight show. But yeah, I guess I am the entertainment factor on the show. My co-host is I am horrible with names today because I met so many people.
You didn't even know the name of your co-host.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
That is terrible.
People decide to come out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, happy birthday!" I'm like, "It's tomorrow, but thank you." I can't remember who you are.
I think it begins with a J. Joe, Jim, something.
Joe, Jim.
Anyway, moving on.
I feel less bad for not having seen it now.
No, don't feel bad about it.
I remember all my co-host names, you see.
Ian Barker.
There we go.
Ian Barker, okay.
Ian Barker.
It's less awkward now.
It's less awkward, yeah. So, I feel horrible right now. But, so that's the show. You should watch it. Definitely tune in. It's actually a really good show.
That's awesome. So you work an escape room. You're talking you go in with a group of people and have to solve puzzles to get out, sort of an escape room?
Ironically enough, I quit that yesterday.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, I used to work for an escape room. It's one of the best, and it's definitely the best in Austin. Like, I no longer work there, so I can totally be biased. But I've played a bunch. I like escape rooms. I like video games. I like games in general. And, so this escape room that I worked for, it's really, really, really good. I was one of the game guides. I was one of the people that, I helped you out during the game.
Did you have, limited number of help? I did that once, and you had only, 3. Oh, it just pissed me off because I cheated, because they've got, lots of the things, the puzzles are, based on sensors, so I just put my arm inside.
Oh, wow.
And then I could get the piece to the next part, but then you didn't have the previous part, and then you had to come in, how did you get here? And I was like, so you get 3 lives, right, and then you don't help them anymore.
No, so ours, you have 3 clues that you can use, but then after, so we have a leaderboard system, so you have 3 clues that are completely free and there's no negative aspect to it, but after you use your first 3, you have an unlimited number, but each one adds 3 minutes to your final score, which really doesn't matter. So I told people all the time, hey, use as many clues as you feel like you need to in order to get out, but nobody would ever do that because, so the moment you tell people that there's a leaderboard system, and just like in golf, we're not going to kick you out before the 60 minutes is up, but if it took you literally 59 minutes and 59 seconds to get out and you had that 1 second, but you used 11 clues, 3 times 11 is 33. That's 33 extra minutes. So it took you 92 minutes and 59 seconds to get out. So, yeah, so technically, you see what I mean?
Yeah,
So
sure.
the moment people realize that, they don't want to use all of their clues. And, so I ran, my game was the most difficult one because I was the best at it. So, yeah, I mean, not even kidding, like every day.
Do you know the names of your colleagues? Or?
Yeah, I'm not going to call them out, no. I know, I was like, it's just, I knew the games backwards and forwards. Like, it was really easy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've yet to do one, but we've got a ton of friends who love the hell out of them. Been telling us we should
You're
go
in
do
Austin?
Yeah, actually, I have a sister who lives down in Austin, so I should be down there like sometime this May. I'll try to check it out. Take the family down there.
Sounds like a good idea. I'll try to get you a good discount or something.
That'd be great. See, this podcast gig is paying off already.
Eventually, yeah, discounts in an escape room. Huzzah!
So, Mally, you before the show were telling me, and I saw a tweet from you earlier about your brother, and you said that he's down like 700 MMR.
Yeah, I've been sharing stories with people, and they're quite interested to hear about it. So I don't know what happened. Like, he's always been difficult, but his MMR dropped to 600 at the moment, or 500.
Like, it hasn't fallen by 600 or 700 points.
No. It was 2,000 something, and he dropped all the way down to 500. And I didn't realize you can actually go that low, like, and not be doing it on purpose, and he just keeps losing, like, continuously. But has this amazing thing in his mind where he really thinks that he played perfectly in every game, and it's not like he's pretending. He literally thinks that he has never made a mistake. It's amazing. So when you talk to him, he just really thinks that it's not his fault ever. So it's just, So the photo I shared was, so my brother has lots of different rules of things. I talked on your show before about stuff he doesn't use.
Yeah.
And one thing he doesn't use is the courier. So he in the old days, he wouldn't buy it. But then I was like, well, your support, you need to buy it. So he bought the courier, but then he will never use it. So he'll never activate it. And if he needs items, he will walk to the shop, buy them, and then walk back to the lane. So obviously this wastes a lot of time.
Why?
Have you explained to him how it works?
I know how it works. I don't know. He just has this. It's the same in real life. It's like, I remember in the old days he didn't want to use a mobile phone because he said it would never be popular, and he used a pager. And he had who's anti-mobile phones. He's like, these won't get big. I was like, this is going to be the future, Conrad. People are going to use mobile phones. You cannot use a pager. People do not like to, say out loud a message that can be sent to your pager. And then pagers got obsolete, and then he had to use a mobile phone. So this is the same thing. So he doesn't use crit items. But the courier thing, what happened was, so he doesn't use a courier. He was playing Earthshaker. He went to go and get the rune. Then there was a Rubik on the other team who lifted him onto the cliff.
Mm.
Right? So obviously, the thing to do in this situation would be flying courier, teleport scroll, right? But he said, I'm not going to use the courier. So this poses a problem because he can then not get off the cliff.
Oh. Yeah. So how did he end up getting off? Or did he just end up?
So I had to go buy the TP, deliver it to myself, walk to the cliff, give it to him, and then he TP'd back to base. And obviously all of this is rather a waste of time. And obviously the team was like, what the fuck are you doing? Asshole, report.
Does he spend a lot of time in low prio?
He used to, but he always thinks that he's like, I don't know, like he's just done a small crime and he's in with murderers and rapists. I mean, that's how he treats it, really. But it's just to watch him sort of go through this, because it's really difficult to talk to him, because like the one game he said so he plays Axe but doesn't buy Blink Dagger, and then the guy's like, dude, play Blink Dagger, good Axe, and then he's like, oh no, Blink Dagger's a terrible movement item, right? And of course like the whole team is like, what are you talking about? It's like the best item ever, and he's like, no, because you can't do it when you take damage. Right.
No, what?
Have you had him tested for autism?
He just has this thing, like, even in life, he'll do the opposite, but it's kind of fun to play with him because he's in this illusion. Like, if you said, like, oh, well played, and he did something ridiculous, he'll actually really think that he's done something great. So if I play with my friends, you can sort of have fun, like, telling Connor, my brother, he's doing great things, and he'll really believe you. like he's like, doesn't buy boots, right, ever. So obviously he plays really slow heroes and they die. And then Connor's like, yeah, I don't buy boots. Like, yeah, who buys boots, lols? And then he went spend oh god, it is quite entertaining to watch. But I just don't understand how he can, because he said the floor MMR system is flawed apparently,
Sure.
I mean, I agree with that, but probably not in the same way he does.
What are your particular issues with the MMR system?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I feel like most MOBAs that we play have an MMR system in some way, shape, or form, and I like League of Legends is like certain ideas that League of Legends has. I'm not going to say Dota is by and large the better game. We all know it's the better game, but certain systems they've implemented are better, such as a season system, and then like ranking system by so their ranking system goes like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then champion, and then challenger. No, master, and then challenger. And I like that system. And then every season it resets. So let's say, I'll be honest with you, I calibrated a 1300 MMR because it was during TI3. I was in Seattle, staying with my girlfriend who had like dial-up internet, and I needed my Dota fix.
Is that still a thing? Dial-up internet?
Yeah, in America, in certain places it is.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So, but yeah, I mean, this is like 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, so she like the internet was horrible, and I ended up disconnecting from 5 out of the 10 calibrating matches, and I got calibrated at 1300 MMR, and I had to fight tooth and nail to my 3200 MMR. I had to fight hard, like. I know how. I'm not a bad Dota player. I know I'm not a bad Dota player. But I had to fight hard, like crazy. Carry a match by myself against 5 other people and 4 people that didn't understand what Blink Deck was. It was like a bunch of Malystryx's brothers.
I probably calibrated in my solo at like 1300. When I got into Dota, it was I want to say like 2 or 3 months before TI4. And they had released that compendium, and one of my buddies, Wazoo, Mally for you, he tells me, "Oh, you got to buy the compendium. It's got this charm that'll level you up quickly, so we can get into ranked matches together."
Oh my god!
And it did. I mean, it powered leveled us because back with the old client, you had to hit level 13 before you could start participating in matchmaking. And
I missed that.
We hit level 13 in the course of about like 2.5 weeks. And admittedly, we were playing a lot of Dota, but it would have taken about 3 to 4 times as long, or 3 to 4 times longer, had I not purchased the compendium with the power leveler. And yeah, I've often wondered because you learn so much. I mean, those first like 100 games of Dota, you have no idea what you're doing. I remember getting into my first match and playing Sniper because he was the the tutorial hero.
Easiest.
Well, yeah. And so he was the only hero I knew, so I was like, well, I'll pick Sniper. And I remember getting in and pushing lanes, and just instantly pushing lanes because, hey, but the goal was to advance on that tower. Like, I was completely objective-oriented. I was trying to go for that objective constantly, and, screwing myself out of farm, out of the equilibrium, all of that good stuff. And it's funny to go back and, like, play with new players now and remember those minor nuances to this game that I had no clue. I mean, absolutely no clue going in on. And so I've often wondered if I could have gotten, if I had 500, if I'd been forced to play 500 normal games instead of 200, where would I have calibrated then? What would I have done, differently? What more would I have learned?
Well, I mean, you're doing a Dota podcast, so I wouldn't say it's so much a negative thing because now, you've fallen in love with the game and you're in the same spot as everybody else, like the rest of us in the Dota community, where we're like kind of in this like sinkhole of Dota,
yes,
and constantly going around in circles. But I would say that I think that the entire MMR system itself isn't flawed. It just needs to be updated a bit. Like I would like for people to recalibrate. You have like a recalibration time.
Yeah.
Because the only reason I haven't I made a new what's that called? A new account or something is because I have so many freaking items. Mm-hmm. Like I just have so many great items, and they've all got runes in them. I've got all these immortals. I've got arcanas. I'm not like changing my account anytime soon.
Yeah.
I've also got some crazy ass friends on there. I mean,
you just trade yourself. That's what I did.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I I have a bunch of friends that have like recalibrated. One of my friends, one of RBE Pete, who's the commissioner for Austin Dota 2, the league that's ticketed now. Pretty cool. He's gonna kill me for telling you guys this, but he was like he was at like 900 to 1200 MMR. He was constantly fluctuating, and he was like, I'm better than this. So he decided to delete his first account and just make another account, and he recalibrated, and he calibrated at 2700. And I mean, yeah, he was right. He was a lot better than that, but I feel like he would be so much more proud of himself had he fought tooth and nail to 2700 from that 1200.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. Honestly, MMR doesn't frickin' matter. Nobody cares about your MMR except for you.
Well, you're not going to go... I mean, let's face it. Like, nobody's been, below 3K and come back and recalibrated and thought, oh, yeah, I got a shot at being a pro. Let's not kid ourselves, folks. Like, we're not going to go out there and come back and recalibrate, even a few thousand above where we were typically. There's everybody I've known, and I have similar stories about people that we've known just meeting through the show that have tried to recalibrate. And the best case scenarios, I've only ever seen them go up a couple hundred points. And in the worst case scenarios, I've seen them come back lower, So I
recalibrated and got exactly the same score. But one thing is about the Winter Battle Pass recently. I think after I got that and I started to do the missions, I actually stopped caring about MMR. I don't know why. I think it was just the fact you had different stuff to do in the game. And after that, because have you got the Battle Pass, Cyphus?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you've got like different missions and you have to try different heroes. And I think that kind of makes you more interested. Like, I really liked the game more after I played the Battle Pass again. I started to play more heroes and I didn't care too much about the MMR part. It was more, I think that sort of made the game more fun because it does get sort of an obsession with MMR. I mean, it's funny with Conrad, my brother, because, he's getting down. I want to see what happens when can you go below zero? Is there minus?
I don't think there's a below zero.
No, you can't.
I think that's the bottom.
I'm sure he'd manage it. But I just think the Battle Pass is like such a great way to make people interested. I mean, before that, I did care about my MMR. And like I'd play with a friend and they'd lose your MMR and then they'd be like, oh, I've got to go sleep. And like, you just lost 25 MMR and then you go into bed and you don't even try to fix it.
Well, you can't blame your friend for your mistake.
I'm just saying, Connor, my brother did this earlier. We played a game earlier. We lost. No, he was Skyras Mage.
Oh, God.
And he kept dying. And he's like, the enemy team keeps killing me. I'm like, that's because you're playing a hero that's really easy to kill. And then we had an Abaddon and an Invoker, and they were sort of protecting each other. And my brother's you should protect me. I'm the Skywrath Mage. And they're like, fuck you, I'm Abaddon. I've got to kill the other guys. No, you should protect me, bad teammate. Report. And then we lost this game. Conrad was like 222 or something on Skywrath Mage. And then he just logged off. So then in this kind of instance, that's quite sad.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny.
I don't know. With the Battle Pass, I've gotten I guess a little bit sidetracked by it at times from the attempt at MMR climb, which I'll admit still is more at the forefront of my thoughts with it. But I've used it. I like what it's encouraged. Just in the sense that that support path, at the sub 3K level, I often wonder how many people have thought about stacking camps with a support. Because I know frequently when I lane with a support, the last thing I'll ever see from a 2K support is for them to go and actually stack camps for me to utilize later as a carry. And is admittedly only a behavior I ever got into just from playing with higher tier players. So I like that they kind of encouraged that element, that they encouraged the good behaviors and rewarded those good support-like behaviors. But
which quest did you find difficult? I'm interested to know that. Which one did you struggle with to complete?
It's probably on the carry path. I picked up a Drow Ranger as the required hero for tower damage. I think it's 12,000 tower damage in a match or something or maybe across multiple.
I hate it when the allies kill your tower. Right, that was really annoying. They go and attack the tower without you, and then you can't do the damage.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger issue I had with playing Drow was getting the victories. Because I would do a ton of tower damage, but we'd push up to the high ground, and Drow, at least from my experience, just can't go quite as late as some of the other carries. So if you're required to play that Drow, I don't know, it's kind of tough.
I think my most difficult one that I have actually yet to complete is the 11,000 gold before 25 minutes.
What is that one? Which path is that?
That is in the carry. That's the one with Dragon.
Oh, no chance of me getting that. Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know that I'll ever be able to complete the Executioner path. I've never.
You'd have to play Alchemist, right? You'd have to play Alchemist.
No, actually, I was really close with Juggernaut. I got to like 11,000, but not the 11,500 needed. I think if I had like just stuck in, I'm really good at farming. I'm really good at carrying. That's my main. Like if I have, oh my god, if I have somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing with support. But the most aggravating thing in Dota is when like you're like, I'm good at this and I'm good at that, but in your MMR, no one is good at anything. So you're like, I'm really good at carrying. You have no good supports. And if you're like, I'm really good at supporting, nobody on your team is going to know what the fuck they're doing with a carry. So it's just like, fuck! What do I do?
In those situations, where do you feel like you end up having, like, in the long run, if you were going to be playing with shitty teammates, if I guaranteed you for the next 1,000 games, if you played a stellar support, you'd have a shitty carry. If you played a killer carry, you'd have a shitty support. Which position would you prefer to be in? Where do you think you'd have the most impact?
I think supports have the most impact in games. I have whenever I play Witch Doctor, I damn near guarantee Witch Doctor, Abaddon, and Earthshaker. I've had multiple people say your supports won you this game. Like at the end of the game, when everybody's just saying GG, I've had multiple people like the supports won this game.
Did they tip you though?
Yeah, I got tipped. And like every fucking time I play Earthshaker, I either get tipped or somebody's like, yeah. Because Earthshaker, it's just, you kind of have to think like an asshole. That's the entire...
What professional advice? Think like an asshole.
Yeah, it's Earthshaker. It'd be like, it would be a shame if somebody hits you with a fissure right now, wouldn't it? Like, oh my god. I think my favorite thing is, since I'm really good with distances, the most fun thing is to like blink forward and then let them run away and then hit them with the fissure just so that they're like locked in, but they were like running back towards it, or pulling off a kill with like just the tip of the fissure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip of the fissure. So the person's just like, man, if I was just a little bit faster, if I was moving at 422 instead of 421, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's satisfying to have a good support game. It really is.
I think you should play semi-carry. Like Juggernaut's a good hero, I think, if you're not sure about your teammates. Because I find if from the heroes I play, you can support and do well at the beginning, right? But at the end of the game, your impact is minimal. Like, especially like if your teammates won't push, which is what frustrates me. Is that if you've got the whole map warded, they die, and like, yeah, push. They're like, no, I will jungle, get more items. Like, no, push, and there's no way you can force them to push, and your hero can't push. So that is the frustrating thing. But I think if you had someone like Juggernaut or Windranger, you can get Maelstrom and stuff. I think that's the best one, isn't it? Because then you can actually transition to be a carry.
Yeah, a support that can transition into carry is good. Crit Shaker is good. Abaddon is great for that. Lately, I've been playing the douchebag build where you go Orb of Venom and you level up just your W and E, your shield, and that passive. Curse of Avernus is, oh my god, amazing, because the slow on it. Like, I've played a lot of Abaddon games in ranked because I just don't lose on them. Because, like,
so confident.
At max level...
Everyone tips me, I'm the best. Someone said your support's won the game. I won Abaddon, I'm so good.
No, fucking Abaddon. I don't get the kill. It's not about killing with Abaddon. It's about hitting them once and they go negative move speed. It's like you hit them once and all of a sudden their move speed and attack speed are for nothing and your team is right there and they're gaining a increased movement speed and increased attack speed. It's just like, you aren't the carry. You're the carry enabler.
I see what you're saying. Well, and I've seen Abaddons, and it feels like, especially in this patch, you see them do some crazy things. You can see those Abaddon carries kind of get off the hook, and Curse of Avernus is right there for it.
Especially against Invoker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and I mean, against a number of heroes, I ended up picking Abaddon the other day in a lane because I knew I was going to be going up against an AA Crystal Maiden combo, and being able to dispel that freeze or the cold snap, being able, like that, I feel like is one of the most undervalued skills in the game. And I suspect a lot of people don't realize, because I know for a long time I had no clue that it dispelled those negative spells like that I could
aphotic shield.
Yeah, that I could get with an aphotic shield. I could get you out of that Crystal Maiden freeze. I could get you out of that AA.
I've literally just learned that. I did not know that.
Yeah,
you didn't know that? A borrowed time is also a hard anti-disable as well. One of the most amazing feelings is when you're going against an invoker that knows what the fuck they're doing, but they don't particularly understand Abaddon. So like they'll hit you with Tornado, and you know that the combo is Tornado, Deafening Blast, and like Meteor or something. If they pop Tornado and you've got enough movement speed, or your attack damage is good enough, or like you just have some kind of lockdown for Invoker, you pop your R, you pop Borrowed Time he hits you with Tornado, you pop Borrowed Time, you hit him once. So the Borrowed Time shoots you down. It's a hard anti-CC.
You mean it cancels a Tornado?
It cancels a Tornado. So you get out of anything.
Wow.
So popping, like, you didn't know that,
I had no clue I could do that.
That's why I'm on the show. It's like I'm really good.
Damn
like
straight.
That.
This is why I'm on the. No, it's because you're the third funniest person I know.
But yeah, so like Abaddon is like, if you know something is coming, just hover your finger over R and wait for the right time. You pop it, you're out of any problems.
Slark does that right as well. Slark, he can do.
Fuck Slark.
It's annoying, right? I didn't know he can. I can't remember which skill it is, but it's a skill. That's,
it's Dark Pact.
Oh, so irritating. I dual Sept. I was like, I will Yule you and then stun you and then ulti you with my Lina. And then he's like, Yule, cancelled. Why is he down on the ground again?
Why is he down? Yeah, Abaddon does that too. That's one of my favorite things to do is to just like somebody tries to Yule Scepter you or Tornado you, and you just pop it and you're just like, you're back down on the ground. You're just like, yeah, let's do this right now. Yeah.
I'm going to play about
I'm extremely American. Sorry, Malystryx. I was.
You're like, I'm not even rated everything.
Mally's got a soft spot for the Americans. He loves us. Come on now.
I do. Yeah, I do like Americans. It's okay. The confidence. It's good. So it doesn't match my brother's confidence, but it's still pretty good. Legit.
Yeah. Okay. There's a difference between confidence and like possible stupidity. I mean,
it's the best part is the fact he doesn't realize it. That's the funniest part. So it's not a joke. People think he's like trolling, but he's really not.
You got to get him into a shrink. You need to explore that layer of denial that he's trying to get through. I'm sure there was some traumatic event in his childhood that you were partially responsible for.
Did I ever tell you the story about the airport with my brother or not?
No, I don't think so.
So I'll make this a brief story, but it perfectly illustrates that, my brother. So we were going back for my dad's 60th birthday on a plane. So I grew up in Italy. So I flew back from university in Britain. My brother's 10 years older, the one who plays Dota. We were supposed to both fly back from Liverpool to go to Italy. Anyway, we just watched this funny sort of show, a stand-up was talking about security questions. So this is just after like 9/11.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so my brother thought it'd be like really funny. He'd like trying to be cool, so he went to the desk to get the tickets, and they ask, do you have any sharp items? That's when they started to ask those questions, to ensure safety. And he said, I've got a gun. Right, and I'm like, oh no. Anyway, so he shoots, and anyway, he said, but I've disassembled it into different bags so you won't find it. Right, and he's like expecting the woman to like laugh, right? And of course, there's no reaction. She's like, have you got any sharp items? And then he said like, no. So then obviously he's kind of like embarrassed because I'm like thinking you're a moron. Like what kind of guy checks into an airport and they've got a gun? So he had this really big luggage and we had to go to the heavy luggage section. And then no joke, we got to the heavy luggage section. They said, what is in your bag? And my brother said a bomb. I'm not joking. This
Oh my God.
So he said, I've got a bomb in my bag. Right. And he's sort of imagining the security guard's going to like give him a slap on the back, like lol. No, literally. So the security guard he said bomb. He said bomb. So then basically more security came down the lift to check him, because then instead of like in this instance, what do you think you should do, Cyphus? You've said this. What do you think my brother did? What should he do?
Instantly apologize and explain that you have a terrible sense of humor.
Okay, instead of doing this, he said, your security system is flawed, which is exactly what he says in the MMR system. He said, your security system is flawed, and if I had a bomb, I could get it on your plane. Right, this is exactly the same thing with an MMR system. He keeps sinking down, and instead of saying, wait a minute, maybe I'm doing something wrong here, he says, the system is flawed. So anyway, I'm watching all this, right? I'm just thinking, what an idiot. And then they basically asked, do you know this person? And I said, I don't. So I managed to go home. But basically, yeah, this perfectly illustrates how it works in like all parts of his life.
You need to get him some help. There's something wrong with him.
Oh, it's funny. He got escorted out of the airport as well by policemen. I went on the flight because I said I don't know. He got banned from the airport as well.
Oh my god!
What airport is your brother banned from?
He got banned from the flight, banned from the airport, and he couldn't take the flight. So he had to take a train to another city to fly. But like he was super proud of this story. But anyway, yeah, sorry, got sidetracked. Just the fact it's exactly the same thing. The security system is flawed. The MMR system is flawed.
I'm glad you told that story because it reminded me of so the TSA is the airport security here in the States, and they
also have like no what?
Oh, they have no sense of humor whatsoever. They don't give two shits about anybody who goes through there. they
Well, that's not true. I was went and they're like, "Hey, British guy, hi, how do you do? Cup of tea."
For those of us without a fine English accent, we get treated like absolute garbage going through TSA.
TSA is when they're like, check for fruit, right?
No. TSA is just the general airport security. Like we here it's like nationalized at this point because we are panicked that somebody is going to, for obvious reasons, take over an aircraft.
Yeah.
And I flew down to Los Angeles this is how geeky I was in high school, for a debate tournament. And we was flying with the debate team. We came back and, several of the debaters had won in the events that they participated in, so they had trophies. And when you're going through the airport with trophies, they take each individual trophy for every member of the team, and they give it that like thorough swab down and x-ray to ensure that there are no explosive materials or explosive powders or elements or anything like that on the trophies. And I was escorted back to the security office and received a stern talking to, because as we walked...
When you said the word stern, I was really expecting something else to follow the end of that sentence.
Received a stern talking to because I made the joke as we were going through. It was like, yeah, you know how many planes those trophy bombs take out? Every year you hear something new about a trophy bomb. And they had no appreciation for that joke. Was not happy with it.
What happened next?
They sat me down, and the biggest, burliest security officer I've ever seen in my life just sat there and he said, "Do you think it's funny to joke about bombs? Do you think it's funny to joke about a bomb on an airplane?"
I wish Connor had done that in America.
Genuinely funny.
It would have been more entertaining if my brother had done that.
Yeah, they were not messing around. They were not happy with that. So
still aren't messing up that crap.
So Mally, let's change gears a little bit because you sent me that Family Values Dota 2 questionnaire.
We could have a little go. Do you want to have a little go?
I would love to.
Okay, so it was an idea me and my friend had. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you need to guess the answer, which you think the most people answered, and you get points for how many people answered the question. Okay, so let's say if I said, what's your favorite hero, and 10 people said Earthshaker, and you say Earthshaker, you would get 10 points.
Okay, I'm down. Malice, you think you can tackle this one? Can you see into the minds of the people?
Okay, so we'll just do one question, have a go just for fun. Okay, so Dota, take turns. So let's say Cyphus, you start. Okay.
All right.
So Dota 2 item most likely to get you laid in brackets legally. Because I thought everyone would just write Shadowblade, so put the word legally.
Legally. Oh shit.
Come on, Cyphus, you go first. You get one guess, and I'll keep the score.
Okay. It's got to be the Enchanted Mango. That's got to be it. It's an aphrodisiac.
Enchanted Mango is correct. That was the second most common answer. You have 7 points. Okay, Malice.
I'd say Rod of Atos.
Okay, why would you say that? That's so random. Why would you want to make them slow? What?
I mean, it's got the word rod in it.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's the worst answer ever. Okay, I'm sorry. You have 0 points.
I just try to set,
Okay, Cyphus, have another go.
All right. How about the Dragonlance?
Dragonlance was the 6th most common answer with 3 points. You now have 10 points. Well done. Right.
All right.
Lee, your turn.
I'm horrible at this.
Just be perverted, basically. That's the trick.
It's easy. Raddest totally would have been on the top.
Why would ever say Raddest? It's like the worst guess ever.
I mean, because then it lets you get PA.
That's like saying double damage. Like, double damage.
Is it I have Scotty?
That's not on the list either. It's terrible.
No, because you can't say these things. Okay, when you say legally, it completely ruins it. Because
legally. Just it's not Shadowblade. Okay, just I didn't want everyone to write Shadowblade because that's like not.
Because that's way too obvious.
Should we give Lee another go on Malice? Have another guess because that was terrible. Go on.
Oh man, it was bad. Legally, I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to pick a hero, I'd say Enchantress.
Not a hero, it's an item. Come on.
I know. I'm trying to think. That's like my least. Is it gold?
Are you like?
No, I got another one. No.
Hand of Midas.
Not on the list either. You're terrible at this, right? It's Cyphus. Come on, you got 10 points. He's got 0.
I got a good one. Manta style, because then every time it's an orgy.
Correct. That was the 5th most correct answer. Now 50 points.
Oh, if only it were a real game.
I am horrible at this.
You can get back into this if you can guess the most common answer. And the first, third, and fourth you guys haven't guessed yet. So, Lee, have another guess.
Fucking hell, man, I'm bad at this.
Come on, be more perverted.
The item that would get me laid in a real life. I'm trying to think. If I had it.
Yeah.
And
it's not Ultimate Orbs, okay? Just to help you, it's not this place. Go.
See, most of these items are like I'm trying to kill you, not trying to like.
Yeah, double damage is not on the list. We said that before.
Double damage.
But
I do like a pair of double Ds.
Yeah, not on the list. Malice, come on. Have a guess.
I'm gonna say. Okay, don't kill. This is not my guess, but I totally just thought Skull Basher. Oh my god!
You like the point is to get as many points as possible. If it's to be closest to 0, definitely winning. Is that your answer, Skull Basher? Yeah.
No, it's not. It was a joke. Okay. Hyperstone.
Oh, Hyperstone unfortunately has 0 votes. Right, Cyphus, come on.
Magic Wand.
Magic Stick was the most correct answer. Yay!
Hey.
Won 25 points. Lee has 0.
How the hell is it? That doesn't even make
sense.
Of course it does. Hey, baby, you want to check out my magic wand?
Magic Stick is obviously going to be like super common. Okay, anyway, let's see who can get the third, and the fourth most common answer. Then Lee got another chance. Come on. I'll double it. I'll double the points for it if you get it right. So
if I could get one.
Well, I'll help you out. Okay, something that could improve your skills or help you to last longer. There we go.
Oh, improve skill, Octarine Core? Or Aetherland?
No! Okay, whatever, Cyphus, you're doing.
Oh, that hint's too easy. Aghanim Scepter.
Boom! Aghanim Scepter is the right answer.
I'm going to run the table on you.
31 points. There's only one left, Lee. Come on, this is embarrassing. Just think of something.
I'm not even embarrassed. Dagon? No, Dagon's not going to help you at all.
That wouldn't even help. Electrocute. What's that about? I
have never thought of this. I've never thought of, this is insane.
Okay.
Type of dice can get stoned and fucker, I guess.
Just think more before you give your answer. Just think about something. Rod Vatos is his first suggestion. It makes no sense.
It totally.
I guess Force Staff would be, technically useful if you take it by its name.
Oh, Force Staff would have been my next guess.
But I actually didn't get any votes. So come on, what was the fourth most? Come on, Lee. Something that will improve your skills or help you last longer. Come on, think about it.
I thought you just said Aghanim Scepter already.
You've had that. Think about it. You come on, think.
Oh, I know what you're hinting at. I know what it is.
Help my skills or help me last longer?
I can't help you any more than this. There's only so many items in the game.
I know, but there's no items that like other than Octane and Coronatu lens that like improve skills.
I said help you last longer. Just don't take it just endurance. Like imagine in Dota 2 if you're in a fight and you wanna,
last longer.
Maybe
do more stuff.
I got a better hint because I think tell me if I'm on the right track with my hint. All right, I'm gonna help you out, Malice, even though you're the competition.
Oh my god!
Imagine if in the middle of a fight, or if in the middle of getting laid, you could go again.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I got it. Oh, I'm fucking hell. See, that's good. That's a good help. That's a
massive clue. Literally, spoon.
Oh, I know what it is.
He's probably going to get it wrong as well. What is it?
Immortality.
What was it?
Aegis.
No! It's the refresher orb.
Refresher orb. Come on. Okay, Cyphus.
Would you say go again? Oh my god.
Yeah, go again. I get to do it again.
If you could reload.
Imagine if all of my tricks, all of my sexual magic was refreshed.
Guys, okay, I like I said, I am horrible at this. I'm not even going to try to say I was good at
that was the end of the game. The score was 36 points for Cyphus, and Malice Lee had 0.
Literally 0. Nothing.
Oh, that's great.
I don't even. Good job, Cyphus. You kicked my ass at that. I am not. I am not.
First suggestion. What a mate.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny.
I appreciated the Rod of Atos answer. I mean, in fact,
are you doing that because it gives you more HP, or on what basis are we picking Rod of Atos?
Hey, if it's got Rod in the title,
it's got the word Rod.
That
I
alone.
I said that like 5 minutes ago in Malice. I don't get it.
What? Just explaining. I'm just thinking about it now. Of the most ridiculous answer you had, that was by far the most ridiculous. I'm just wondering, is it because it gives you strength?
No, it had the word rod in it.
Okay.
Oh.
Or does it make them an easier target when they're trying to run away? That's terrible.
Oh god.
I think rod is the most underappreciated item in the game.
No, I'm with you.
What's really great is that's my brother's favorite item. That's what makes it more entertaining.
Really?
Wow, if he was doing this quiz, that would be his first suggestion.
Hey,
Rod of Atos was underappreciated.
I'm with you. I pick it up every time I play Silencer.
That's the only time people mostly pick it up. I pick it up against PA.
Yeah. If you want to get late, not a good item.
because PA loses her evasion to it.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think Lee's very serious when it comes to getting laid. He's very technical about this. I think he designed this. Maybe you don't need it. That's why you don't need any assistance.
I could use all the assistance I could get. Ship all those items my way. So I would be remiss if I didn't ask you guys about Shanghai and your predictions.
Oh,
Malice, you go first because you're quite hardcore about this stuff.
I think I am rather hardcore when it comes to these things. I think I gave my top 3 on the show. I can't remember what it was, but I'm definitely going to go with a non-Chinese team. Chinese teams have the home field advantage, but I feel like we're in a meta that doesn't allow Chinese teams to play like Chinese teams. If you know what I mean. Like, we're in a very aggressive meta.
Ooh, nice and vague.
Aggressive
meta. Ooh, what does that even mean?
Well, I mean, have you ever seen a Chinese versus Chinese team Dota match? Yeah. It's like 3 hours long minimum.
Yeah,
No, but there was a patch. I can't remember what patch it was. I think it was a Sniper Troll one where there was a tournament, I think Summit 3, and the matches are all 20 minutes long because people are just winning too quickly. I don't think it's the first patch where games end quickly.
This one is a pretty. It's not the first patch where it's like an aggressive meta, but this is one of the more aggressive metas that we've had.
It does seem
I'm going to go my top.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was going to say I'm going to put top 3 as Alliance.
In no specific order, right?
No specific order. I don't think Alliance is going to be able to win it, but Alliance and EG are guaranteed to be top 3, I think. I think Virtus Pro or OG. I'm going to say Virtus Pro, actually.
So no Chinese teams in the top 3?
No Chinese team. You know what? I'm going to take Alliance out and switch them with Complexity. I think Complexity...
What? Come on. You're not trying to win, is it? Just like the game we just played. How is Complexity going to get top 3? Really?
You know, let me tell you something crazy, is everybody thinks, like, every single time I give predictions on any show, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
No, but really,
and I'm rarely at
Atos.
2 out of 3 of my teams in the last 6 months I've had in every single, I've been right. So, I'm going to say Complexity, OG, and EG.
So, okay. And Alliance not even in top 3. Okay.
I don't see. Yeah, I mean, Alliance. Everybody's got Alliance's number now. It feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like once you know, like, unless Alliance pulls out some kind of like switcheroo, we're not going to see much of a change because everybody knows how to play against Alliance nowadays.
Do you think there's some like hype built up around the OG EG thing, like that maybe everybody's, because you're not alone in thinking that OG and EG are going to be up at the top, but like I wonder how much of that is influenced by the fact that everybody wants to see like this weird rivalry that's developing between the two of them flourish.
Well, Moonmeander as a what is it, as a captain? He's a drafter and he's a team captain, but I don't see him. I see Fly as more of the captain on that team. I see Moonmeander as a great drafter.
Isn't Fly the drafter of OG?
On paper, yes, but from what I've heard, because I am rather close to the Hitbox team,
you're amazing,
rather close to that team. No, I am amazing.
He slows the security before they can stop him with his Rod of Atos.
Yeah. No, God damn it, that's horrible. We should not have euphemisms with Dota title, please.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm not gonna fuck security. Come on, man.
Would you like to see my magic stick? Yes, I would.
Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
It's
either.
got 8 charges.
Oh, I don't even think of video games sexually anymore. I remember when I had a crush on Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah. No, 10. You got to do 7 Tifa with better graphics, though, obviously.
No, Riku from 10 and 10-2. And Yuna from 10 and 10-2. Fuck yeah, man.
Yuna, character. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we digress.
Obviously.
Yeah, I think 7.
Digress.
7 Tifa.
You think 7 Tifa? Those pointy
Aries, if you like, kind of innocent-looking girls that
Not really. She'd be a freak.
Yeah.
Think about it. Come on. The bitch was hanging out in a flower thing, and then a dude landed in the middle of her flower patch. What was she wishing for? She was totally wishing for a dude to land in her flower patch. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a euphemism there for sure.
Yay! So, because of him, I will die on disc 1. Yay!
I died on disc 1 because of this bitch.
Continue.
Anyway, yeah, so EG, OG, Fly and Moonmeander, they're good. EG's got PPD as their drafter and captain. I like the teams that have, like, multiple captain and drafter. Instead of having just the shot caller and the drafter being on one. I like the fact that, like, Alliance has Loda and S4. When I talked to Loda was just like, S4, I'm the captain, but S4 is the shot caller. And I'm just like, that's an interesting relationship. I mean, like, have you guys played, like, competitive Dota? Do you understand? Like, it's cool because sometimes it changes. Sometimes it's like an organic, different people do different things, you know?
Yeah, oh, for sure. I don't know. I mean, the limited competition I have has been with 82L. And I'll admit we're not by any means great competitors. So it's usually more like a pub match where everybody's screaming at each other about what we should be doing right now.
Where's my prediction at? Where's my prediction?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Yeah, go.
Using the American lingo. I'm going to predict Liquid top 3. Boom. Team Liquid are going to be top 3.
Why Team Liquid?
I mean,
because I'm super well connected. No, no. I don't know. I just have a feeling that this is their time because they've done quite well, but they haven't won something. But I think they're going to be top 3, and I think they're going to lose the lower bracket final, 3rd place. I think Alliance and EG in the final. So I don't think OG will make it, and I think Secret will exit early. Secret kind of like relied on the Weeha, right? Weeha, they're the mid laner. And he had like wind range, and he had all his heroes, and he was really amazing. And then the patch came, and he doesn't do as much as before. So I think unless they found him a new hero, I think they will struggle.
Yeah, I'm with you on Secret.
In comparison, Miracle's a beast, And then Alliance is a different kind of team, isn't it? Because they sort of win by working together. Whereas OG is, I don't know, I just think OG is more dependent on Miracle, like, saving the day, isn't it? They sort of buy him time
Yeah, and I think, well, and I think to Malice's point earlier about, you kind of poked fun at him for being vague with what he meant by this is an aggressive meta, but I think what you mean is that the current meta does seem to reward more frequently the teams that really work together, that come together earlier on in the match and try to push down objectives and try to take fights as quickly as possible. As opposed to that old strategy, like, we've been saying, like, the glory days of the safe lane carry are behind us, at least in this patch. The strategies where you sit around and let a guy farm for 35 minutes don't really seem to pay off as much as those death ball or push strategies do.
Yeah. Maybe Malice is right. He knows lots of stuff.
Hey, I think he does.
He's got a 3 I played with Malice, actually. Dota 2 is actually a really good leader. He knows what. It's like same with Toby1, the commentator, JoinDota to commentator. I mean, people say about his skill, but as a leader, he's so good at telling people what to do. Like, he really knows exactly what to do to lead people. So Malice is the same.
Well, it's nice to hear. Yeah, I don't know, anything else like crazy you guys think will come out of this? Anybody? Who do you think is most likely to surprise anyone?
Malice, you still there? I think he's disappeared.
Oh, we may have lost Malice. That's a shame.
He's busy celebrating Complexity's top 3.
Very clearly.
I would imagine. I think Complexity. I think Malice is right. I don't think they'll go as far as top 3, but I think they'll do quite well. And
Malice is right. Oh yeah.
Hello. Yeah, well, I said top. Anyway, I think Complexity will do well. Complexity, I think, do well. Complexity and Liquid. I think those 2 teams will probably surprise.
This guy, you were just calling me out for my complexity.
Yeah, you said top 3. All right, it's not Miracle Worker. Top 8. I think even I talked to Hanskin before, and he said top 8 would be a good result for them. So I think top 3 is maybe pushing it. I mean, do you not like EG? Is it like aren't Complexity? Is it because they got 3 Swedish and 2 Americans?
No, I love EG. I'm wearing an EG shirt right now. I'm not even kidding.
Oh gosh.
I'm American. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am hard pressed to find an American who doesn't like EG.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But Complexity, I think, anyway, top 3 I think would be.
Complexity is our other. It's like it's like the New York Yankees and a less good New York Yankees. It's you kind of.
It's like the Yankees and the Mets, if right?
Yeah.
The knowledge required for this is how good the New York Yankees are.
Okay, so it's baseball. Okay, it's a game where you throw a ball at another white person and they try to hit it.
Hey, these days I think it's a Cuban guy throwing it at a white person.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. Or a
sounds like the Hollywood movie industry. It's all very white, isn't it? It's on the news.
Yeah.
Hey, baseball less so than it used to be.
I feel like this podcast is like it's like a Dota podcast, but we're fine with like this going off topic.
Hey,
speaking of which, who's getting Black Desert Online?
I have no idea what that even is.
Oh my god! After this, I'm going to tell you all about this MMO that I'm getting into. What's it called? Black Desert Online.
Black Desert Online. Wow. Okay.
Well, you got to send me a link. You got to send me a link to that and to the Daily Dot. I got to scope that out too.
Yeah, Daily Dot show's going to be on Wednesday. I'm not going to be there because I am currently doing some work with the military.
Black Desert Online is a lot of girls. I see why he likes this.
No, it's not a lot of girls. It's so
maybe
Black
only ones on Google. The graphics are pretty cool. Graphics are interesting.
Yeah, the graphics are amazing, but it's an MMO. Like dudes aren't going to make dudes in an MMO.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Dudes are not going to make dudes.
It doesn't satisfy the rod of Atos to just have a bunch of dudes there.
It doesn't satisfy the rod of Atos to play as a dude. I mean, funny story. My girlfriend was sitting next to me when I was playing it, and I made my first character, and it was a dude. And she's like, "Oh, it's cool," because it was a black dude, and he was all muscular and shit. And I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be cool." And my second character was a girl, and I was just like, I played as a girl a lot more because it was just less weird playing as a muscly black dude with no shirt on. Like, you know,
I got another brother story realistically happened. And my brother used to play World of Warcraft, and he used to play a female character, and he used to role play the characters that he was playing. So he would write, he would role play like as if he was really them, right? So you couldn't call him like, you know, his wife played it as well, and she's like, "Hi Conrad, don't call me Conrad." I'm Catherine today. Anyway, right. So anyway, he used to because in World of Warcraft apparently you can like lie down in a game. I think I don't really know. He used to play it a lot, so he used to lie down on the bed, and it is a female character, and there'll be another dude in another country playing a female character as well, and they'd be like flirting together. So there's two guys playing female characters flirting together, and his wife came in as he's doing this. It was like awesome. I was actually there at the time, and she's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "It's okay. He's a guy."
You gotta get him some help. You gotta get him into somebody.
It's brilliant.
Great. This is great. Your brother needs to be on the show sometime.
People want me to make a video series about him. He just does so much interesting stuff.
Absolutely. He that's the only way he's going to thrive is with some sort of viral internet entertainment career or with some serious psychiatric assistance.
But he's like, he will help people in need. He's like crazy. Like, if anyone's in trouble, even if they get in danger. I remember once there was some girl being beaten up. I was like 15, he was like 25. And my brother beat up 4 guys just to protect this girl that was being attacked. And if it was me, I'd like run away. I mean, I was only 15. I mean, I've got no chance of stopping these guys. But my brother's like, he would come and help. So he's like, you know, he likes to be the hero. So I think that's a good sign. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's not always insane, but yeah, the World of Warcraft thing is perfect.
The foolish good Samaritan. All right, folks. Well, I've eaten up all the time that I told you I was going to.
What are your predictions? Just give us your predictions.
Quick.
I put OG on there just because, I mean, you know, they've had such an impressive run lately. I would probably put EG up in the top 3 as well, but I'd be more inclined to put Virtus Pro over Alliance just because I like to root for them.
Because they're nice. Sometimes you just root for teams that you think are likable, isn't it? It's not always about skill.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of to Malice's point earlier about, you know, being hard pressed to find an American that doesn't root for EG. I'm not, especially in esports, but in sports just in general. Like, I don't know, I've never really felt, crazily beholden to any particular team. So if I've ever been like rooting for somebody, why not root for the local guys? You know, that's always been my philosophy. So when we lived back east, we used to go see, you know, the Baltimore Orioles play all the time. Another baseball team. Sorry, Mally. But, so you'd root for the O's.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh, okay. So you're scum?
Are they a baseball team?
They are.
Yeah.
They're like the Yankees, but not quite.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been I'm a huge Red Sox fan. So.
Red Sox.
Hey, it's important. There's a whole history there, Mally, that you should look into. Just look.
I'm a football man. I'm sorry, soccer. I'm a soccer man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Nobody cares about that sport, Mally. Come on.
That's because America shit at it.
Well, it's only because we don't care. If we cared, we'd be really good at it. All right. That's how we do it here in America. All right, I'm closing us out.
America's great.
It is.
We should do this again sometime. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad that we finally connected and that we got to have you on. I think you're a lot funnier than Mally gives you credit for. At least second funniest guy.
Hey.
You know?
At least second funniest. You can be the first. I'll let you have it.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it. If you guys want to find Malice, he's at Malice TV on Twitter. That's Malice with a 3 instead of an E. MALIC3 TV. Go check him out there. And where can they find the Daily Dot? How do they access that? And how do I access that? More importantly.
All right, I just linked it to you in Discord. But the Daily Dot, the Dota show for the Daily Dot is every Wednesday at 6 Central Time at twitch.tv/dailydot.
Awesome. And if they want to follow anything that you've got going on, they should hit you up on Twitter there. It's and then also at .esports and at Nanaue LLC, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get
that. I do a lot of stuff. I'm doing a lot of stuff.
You should really tune into DailyDot. He does make it really entertaining. I only watch basically for him. I mean, if he wasn't on the show, I wouldn't watch it. So tomorrow I'm not tuning in.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, tomorrow, I think it's 2 episodes I'm going to be missing. I feel really bad, but this other thing's actually kind of important, so I have to.
Hey, fair enough. We all understand. And if you guys want to find Mally, he's at Malystryx GDS. That's MALYSTRYX STRYXGDS on Twitter. And of course, a little website I don't think a lot of people know about. It's called JoinDota. JoinDota.com.
It's called a blog, apparently. I had some guy, I write all the news, and some guy messaged me, goes, I like your blog.
Was he Pakistani or something? What the hell?
I like your blog. I'm hoping to write on your blogs. He wrote me a private message. It's brilliant.
Oh, that's great. Well, hopefully he does write on your blog sometime soon. So if you guys want to check out Mally's blog, that's at joindota.com. That's where you'll find all his bloggings. Anything else you got going on, Mally? What's JoinDota up to?
Well, the casters are at the major, aren't they? So I think they're all having a good time there. So JoinDota, obviously, big things will always come. But at the moment, nothing going on, just a major at the moment. So
yeah, fair enough.
Toby and Cap are super excited about that. So
yeah, I can imagine. Definitely.
Oh, I found the blog guy. He says, "Hello there. I am Dota player, passion blogger by profession. I have been blogging for game-related products 1 year. Appreciate expertise. Could use your website blog. I have seen many awesome articles on your blog, and would love." If I, as volunteer, can too also be addition to your writing roster blogs. Please tell me what can be done in this regards. Thank you.
I genuinely feel like he said, how many times can I shove the word blog into this message? And also, ruin the entire English language.
Awesome
God, I'm a dick. I am so sorry. Tell him I'm sorry on my behalf. The English language apologizing.
I replied to him, and then he didn't answer for ages. And he says, P.S. Sorry for my late replyings. I was on my vacations. So.
He sounds like
down the street.
Those will be easy articles to edit, I'm sure. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Mally and Malice, for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I hope to have you both back really soon. Mally, I'm going to put you on the spot on air. Wazoo wants to have you on Try Hard Tuesdays to talk about what's going on in the major sometimes. So, you got to do that.
Okay.
Because he's the actual funny one around here. All right. That's.
Oh, don't! You're important to you, Cyphus.
Yeah. So...
Roland doesn't let you talk enough. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
When Roland comes back, he's in trouble.
You guys heard it here. I will be in trouble. I'm gonna have to edit that out before he gets back. All right, guys. Tune in next time. Tomorrow, Theorycraft Thursdays returns as normal. They've got a special guest coming in that we'll announce on the Twitterings. You can follow us at .p_show. DefenseOfThePatients.com is the website. Search Defense of the Patients on iTunes, Stitcher, all your favorite podcast apps. Until next time, this is Cyphus for Malice and Malystryx saying good luck and Godspeed.